Hey y'all, welcome back to Ascending with Ashley. I'm Ashley. We're gonna do a collective reading. I have energy. I am going to bed early, but it is still early, and I already got the tiny down. Ooh, it's been a while. Hey, what's up? We got Chumbawamba. What is this song called? Tub Thumping. It's an old song. Old. Alright. We're gonna see where this reading takes us. I'm using the Light Seers Tarot. I don't really like how diagonal I am. Okay. That's a little better. I just got out of the shower. Okay, let's go. I have this globe that I bought for Niall. I don't know if you've seen it. But wait, can you tell that it's changing colors or no? You can hit it and it changes colors. So as it changes, those are probably going to be additional messages. Okay, we'll see. Alright. Oh, we've got the Three of Wands coming out. First and foremost, there's a decision to be made. Are you going to take the leap of faith or not? Got the Two of Pentacles. Maybe you're feeling like it's not the right time because your finances, nobody's finances. The economy is being crashed. Everything is being stolen by this administration. Like, the entire country is being pirated. So nobody's in a good financial situation, per se. That being said, maybe this leap of faith that you need to make is what's going to change that for you. There's a lot of water energy here. Shut the fuck up. God, I hate Big Pharma. So fucking annoying. A lot of water energy. We have the the Knight of Wands. Stepping into your own identity. Oh, I forgot to say the Ten of Pentacles. We've got the King of Swords. Unshakable. Seven of Swords, integrity. I'm getting, I get this a lot every time we read. I get this energy that's like very flip-floppy, like contradictory energy. And so it feels like for me on my channel, what that signifies is just an imbalance between your light and dark. It's not that serious. Most people don't even acknowledge their darkness. So that's what we do over here. We talk about that. So it feels like, ooh, we have the Chariot at the bottom of the deck. This Three of Wands energy. This Three of Wands energy is like, you're ready, but you're not quite doing that. Like, she's got a surfboard, but she's not on the wave. She's waiting on finances with this Two of Pentacles, waiting for more stability, balance, waiting though. With the Chariot at the bottom of the deck, waiting is not, it's time to make a decision. I'm surprised we don't have a few more major arcana, but I'm going to pull a few more cards because I feel like the Fool is probably, like, this is a very Fool energy. We have the Six of Swords and the Ten of Pentacles. So you're like a few thoughts away from abundance, right? Ten of Pentacles. So from this imbalance to this like balance. I've looked this up before, this sacred geometry, and it signifies the tree of life. So very imbalanced to balance. But the thing that's causing that is just this like ruminating on negative thoughts, possibilities, like worry, like things that could go wrong. Maybe there's other people in your ear. That's why one of the reasons I cut off my mother, among many reasons, But I started to pick up on her negativity. You know, like, I live a very different life than my mother on purpose. And so there's this constant comparison through her own perception whenever we communicate that constantly limits me, right? Like, she constantly limits me. I'm not here to be limited. So maybe that's something for you. Maybe there's someone really fucking close to you that keeps producing this doubt or fear or confusion, right? What we have to do in those times is, like this tree of life, we have to align ourselves with ourselves, right? So my recommendation, if you are experiencing this energy, is to detach, place very firm boundaries, and also keep your ideas and your plans to yourself. Protect your flame, right? And then after that, we have this Knight of Wands, which is very much dancing or beating to the beat of your own drum. This wild stallion in the back. So all wand energy, fire energy is what? Spiritual energy. So yeah, really focusing on your own spirituality, what feels right to you, what guidance are you being given from the universe. You're the only one, even if you have people close to you who know your story or know what you've been through, you're the only one who knows your own perception of that. You're the only one that knows how that's impacted you. Nobody can make those decisions for you, and nobody can know exactly. There again, everyone is perceiving things through their own understanding, right? That saying, you can only understand someone as much as you understand yourself. So with that contradictory energy that I was mentioning, there's like positive and negative. It feels like it's an outside source. Or if it's not like a tangible physical outside source, it's this internal narrative or monologue that has been sewn into you, like seed sowing, not like thread sewing, but sewn into you to keep you feeling not ready. So really lean into your spirituality, and don't be afraid to walk your own path. We're all here to do that. People compete, or people feel a need to compete, or a lot of people can feel inadequate when they're presented with someone who's doing something successfully and different than them. But it's just because you're on your own path, right? Everyone has their own path. Life is really a choose your own adventure. You get to choose what you're going to do in your life. Yes, there are limiting circumstances. Yes, this system has made it so that it's much harder to do that. But now with the internet, with all of these tools to connect us at different levels, it's possible to do like literally anything. Okay, we have yellow showing up on the globe, which is your solar plexus. So don't be afraid to really step into that confidence. Again, be your own person, but don't be afraid to dance to the beat of your own drum. Don't be afraid to walk your own path. You know, lots of times people compete with me because I'm a single mom, but I'm very motivated, and I'm also on my own path. And everything I've been through to get me to this point has not been easy. It's been soul crushing multiple times. I don't have anyone to rely on. The people that I trusted most were the people who betrayed me most. And that is my lens, right? That's the framework I work from. So people compare the things that I've got, or the things that I've done, or the things that I'm doing. But I don't have a support system. I don't. It's just me, and me has to get shit done. Especially with a son who is special needs. So I'm on my own path, and I'm not competing with anyone. Genuinely, I'm not. I get inspired by people. Yeah, I still work through some, jealousy. Or sometimes I get really in this space of, what's that word? What's that word? R? What is this word? I get, oh my god, it's right there. Hang on. I think it starts with an R. Word. Hang on. Resentful. Resentful is the word. I do get resentful because it's taken me so much to get to this point and I'm not where I want to be. I often cuss my guides out. Like in my own spiritual journey, I'm like, hello, what the fuck? What are we doing? Like, give me, I have an abundance of ideas, but I don't have the funding for them. So again, working from this space, we have to be very careful to not let ourselves get into a space of lack mentality. But yeah, jealousy, resentment are things that I think everybody continues to deal with. But once you integrate your shadow, they aren't energies that totally consume you. They're passing feelings, and then you're like, oh, yeah, well, I'll get there, Or like, maybe, a woman and I have gotten really close this week, but she said a few times, like, oh, you're doing more than I am, or you're doing more than I am. But her milestones that she's met are things that I'm still trying to meet, right? So there's this, I keep reminding her, I'm like, don't compare yourself to me. And I've told her she's married and she, has, ownership of buildings and houses and stuff, and I'm like, those are two things that I don't have that I would love to have. I mean, some sort of partnership would be nice, community, reciprocity of some sort, but that's what we're building, and so we're in this process, and so it's like, let's not allow ourselves to feel defeated when we're in this, when we're going through it. Life is a process. It's constant, right? Then the King of Swords, followed by the Seven of Swords. So both of these people are on mountaintops, and again, this is like shady energy and very confident. So the Seven of Swords is, I always put a seemingly positive spin on this. It's just a reminder of integrity, to make sure you're working from a space of integrity. So having the King of Swords coming out, followed by this reminder, maybe you are allowing yourself to feel in competition or jealous or any of the shadow aspects. It doesn't have to be the things that I'm sharing. But there feels like, because of this internal monologue or because of the external voices, right? The Six of Swords. So this is all the sword energy. 6, Knight, and King. So it's overcoming, it's rewiring your thought process. It's when it shows up, work from a space of integrity, right? Allow yourself the grace to acknowledge your own process. Does that make sense? View of the Chariot. So things are coming in fast. The Chariot's coming out right underneath the Ten of Pentacles. So, keep working, keep using what you've got, keep allowing yourself to work from this space. Yeah, Seven of Pentacles. Don't be afraid of planting new seeds, right? Again, sowing those seeds. Major Arcana coming out of Judgment of the Ten of Swords and the Page of Swords. So the Page of Swords, Ten of Swords is like this nasty betrayal. Awful. Pain. Like the ten swords in the traditional tarot, it's a picture of someone laying on the ground with 10 swords in their back. Huge betrayal, right? So it's allowing yourself to let go of whatever has gotten you to this point, whatever hardships you've had to go through, whatever bullshit you've had to deal with. And again, focusing on yourself, right? Focusing on what you want to do. There's a heavy emphasis on mental and spiritual energy in this reading. Mental and spiritual. We have no emotions in this reading, which is unusual, especially as I'm a water sign, so I often read for emotional. But don't let yourself get so jaded that you're only working from like a logical, analytical space. Like, again, integrating our shadow, finding this balance. Green is your heart chakra, so allow yourself to be led through things with your heart, right? Allow your passions to kind of take the driver's seat of this chariot. And we do have the judgment. So again, the chariot and judgment coming through. The universe, or whatever it is that you believe in, has seen the work that you've put in, has seen the way that people have treated you, has seen how difficult it is for you to make the right decisions with the limitations that you have. With the, not only financially, but also with communally, right? This Ten of Pentacles isn't just speaking to money. It's talking about community. It's talking about your physical abundance. And I often remind everybody that abundance is not just money. Yes, money is a tool that makes things easier, especially within this system. But Pentacles is also just about your physical abundance, right? So including your ideas. It's one of two people. Okay. So being aligned with other people, you know, at this time, like at a collective planetary level, it's very important that we are finding each other. And I feel like that is happening in my own path. I've been dealing with so much, and I said at my birthday to the woman that cut my hair, I told her, I'm like, I need reciprocity. Like, I need community. I need to be held. I need to be supported and uplifted, because I do that for everyone and I'm not getting it back. And after that, like a week after that, the alignment started coming in. I started getting offers from people. I started getting like project proposals. The right people were reaching out, making connections. Things really started aligning, and it was all like me finding all of these really great women in this community, powerful women, business owning women in this community, who are now my support, both with my own business and with my ideas. And you know, it's at the very early stages, like this Seven of Pentacles, and I'm not trying to co-opt this reading, but I'm letting you know the mental and spiritual toll that this journey has taken on me has been I'm so tired. Like, I need to be uplifted. So again, maybe I feel like we're all just being aligned because of the desperation of the planet itself and the things that we are, like, we're in this moment of time within humanity that has been prophesized for hundreds of years. And I always hit that home because I think that a lot of us forget because we're living in it. This time that we're living in has been prophesized for hundreds, if not thousands of years. It has been. Living through that is no easy task. And because of that, you know, a shift has to happen. It's going to go one of two ways. It's up to us to decide what part of that we're going to be in. And once we make that decision, that's when we start to find the people, the ideas, the opportunities that align with us. That's when it becomes a lot easier to know what's for you, and know that it's safe to take action. Temperance at the bottom of the deck also, which is another speaking to balance. I often get these two out together. Yeah, we have the Eight of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck and the Ace of Pentacles. You've been working so hard at creating this foundation for yourself. It's all coming in. No more staying in this victim mentality. No more allowing yourself to get in your own way. Standing behind a fence that is she can step over easily. Finding balance through working hard and planting the seeds of the things that you want for yourself, this foundation that you're building. I have to call her, so I'm going to pull one of these. new beginning. The best is yet to come. Today is a new day. Go out and make things happen and become your best you. Have a good one, y'all.